good, guys? We are at the Widow Jane abandoned limestone mines. This mine right here is responsible for a lot of the major historical structures that we see in New York City. They built platforms, foundations, all kinds of structures in New York City out of the mine here, which is really cool. We're gonna go down and explore it a little bit, see what's down there. There's supposedly some machinery still down there and some other things, but also there's just some really cool shots, some limestone, old dugout, water running through it. We've seen some really cool pictures and became really interested about it. We're here with DK for you to see. We're gonna go check this place out. Let's get into it. So real quick, guys, it's gonna be dark in there. So today we're gonna be using the Litsol quadrant light. It's a 360 light. It's got 4 different settings on it. We think it's gonna be perfect for this outdoor setting right now. It's really durable. It looks like it's really good, and it's got another magnet on it. So we're gonna go see if some of this equipment can stick to it, you know?
Yep.
So we'll go check this out inside of there. It should be pretty cool. I can't wait to get in and see what it does.
The Litsol Quadrant is a sleek and slim, versatile lantern that is equipped with 90 to 360 degree selectable directional lights and adjustable dimmers. It is iPhone and Android compatible and provides 200 lumen output and a brightness level that ranges from 50 to 2000 lumens. With a carry handle for easy transport and adjustable feet for stability, this magnetic heavy-duty flashlight is essential for meeting all of your adventure needs. To visit Litsol and get a 10% off coupon, please click the link in our description below. It's actually really cold down here. It's about 86 degrees outside. And it's probably like, what, 55?
Yeah, it's nice and cool inside here.
62 maybe?
At least 65 degrees.
Yeah. It's really cool that this light is magnetic. You can stick it on anything, obviously metal, and you can just leave it there. And you can adjust the light if you want to make it a little lighter by just turning the dial.
So this is the old piece of machinery that used to be down here that I'm assuming used to crush the limestone, used to put it in the top over here, and it sent it through, crushing it, put it on a conveyor belt, and loaded up something else right over here that I guess they would cart out of this mine. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly what this machine used to do, so if you guys know, leave it in the comments below. I'd really like to know. I'd also really like to know if it was mobile, because it doesn't seem like an area where it would sit in for its entire life. I think it might have been mobile. They used to be able to move it back and forth around the mine to different places that they were digging out and gathering different things from. But yeah, this is an old limestone crusher and old conveyor belt. You can see all the old chains, old sprockets. Really cool industrial stuff just sitting down here rotting away. I thought this was a conveyor belt at first, but it's just like a mud flap for when they were crushing the limestone. They probably used water when they were doing that, and they used to splash, so it's like a splash guard, like a mud flap. But look at all this. Chains and sprockets, really cool stuff. It's at the start of a stalagmite, or what is it?
That's a stalagmite. Yeah. Stalactite is top for T.
It holds tight.
That's how I remember stalactite versus.
Stalactite holds tight to the ceiling.
There you go.
Stalagmites are on the.
So that's the start of a stalagmite.
It's cool.
Yeah, you would think it was slippery, but it's actually like really grippy. And
it looks like ice.
Yeah.
Shiny. It looks exactly like ice, like dirty ice. Huh. Now that you touch that, it's gonna take like 100 years to grow back.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like 100 years worth of stalagmite juice right there that you just got.
Stalagmite juice.
Look, it's wet in there.
Yeah.
Damn, all this was filled with water at one time, huh? Wow. Oh, that's a car seat. It's like the back of a minivan seat.
They've driven it right in here.
Yeah, it would definitely drive down here. Pretty crazy. Super Mario Brothers. Invincibility Star. This place is pretty cool. You had Super Mario? Yeah, you don't have the star on you though.
No, I do not.
You gotta get that guy.
Actually, yes I do. I'm sorry. Yes I do.
There you go.
It's definitely nice that it's like cooler temperatures down here because it was really hot outside. But this place is vast. It's huge. And the noises are really like kind of spooky to listen to when you're standing here in the quiet. It's like, which way do we go?
This is big. I know.
What's that?
Some mushrooms. At one point, they used to cultivate mushrooms in these mines. I don't know if they're still doing it or what, but they used to do that, have concerts, because obviously the acoustics in here are amazing.
That's
That
crazy.
would be cool, yeah. First I was afraid, I was petrified.
So that's a pretty crazy fact about this. After the miners left, they used to have concerts and cultivate mushrooms down here. Now, what kind of concerts do you think that they're having down here with the cultivation of mushrooms? This is another machine room that completely collapsed in on itself. Wow. Look at all this back here. You just left all these machines here. The whole roof, this whole tin roof, just collapsed. And more machinery left to rust. Just break down in this mine here. It's crazy. So right now we're walking into the mist. There's a ton of mist coming off of this water right here. And it's getting colder and colder the deeper we go.
It just like fills up.
Yep. If it rains, it gets more water. And we just had a rain, so it's got a lot of water in it. Is that an old can?
Is that an old can? I can't even tell.
Um, It's old as in it's been down here for a little while, but I don't know if it's like one of the newer models or older models. Those Coors Light cans look pretty new, so.
It's really cold. Like goosebumps.
Well, would you rather be cold or sweating hot?
I don't know. I mean, they're both pretty uncomfortable. So.
They both have their downfalls.
I mean, I'd rather be chilly hiking than, you know,
I mean,
having
yeah,
to
like
sweat.
sweating is horrible because like you can only take off so much clothes. At least when it's cold, you can layer. I just have nothing to layer with.
Yeah. Well, next time we come down here,
If,
you know,
if we come back down here.
yeah, or come down into a cave like this, not in a tropical region.
Yeah. Well, we did it when we went to Luray Caverns in Virginia.
Yeah, it's hard to get there.
There's small rocks.
That's limestone?
I'm not sure what
Well,
it is,
they're only-
honestly.
No, maybe it's just the ground and they're just covered in white.
One of the most notable things built from the limestone inside of here was the Statue of Liberty's base. So what you're looking at, the Statue of Liberty standing on, that came out of these mines, which is pretty incredible. I think that's probably the most historic thing that you could have in New York City. You know, I mean, it's that and the Empire State Building, but let's be real, the Statue of Liberty has been there for much longer at that, and it has a little bit more sentimentality, I guess.
Well, they use limestone for the Empire State Building also.
They use it for the Empire State Building, so there you go.
You got the double whammy.
Two of the things that I mentioned right there, the two of the biggest monuments or landmarks in New York City right there, came out of here. Pretty cool stuff. I wish I had Google down here in the
I think
caves.
it's like rocks covered in it. Look at it.
Is it? Is it just covered in the
Feel it.
dust?
I'm thinking this is
It might be just pebbles covered in the dust.
This is a limestone washout. That's what I'm thinking this is.
Can you break it off?
Or I'm sorry, it's not. It's a sediment washout.
I don't have Google down here, right? Because we're in a cave. But if anybody knows what that is, if that's limestone left over from being crushed and mined down here, let us know.
This is all sediment washout. This whole area.
Smoke on the water. I kind of want to go in it. It is like clean water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking right through it. How cold is this water? Yeah, it's pretty chilly. Yeah.
Skip a rock. Well,
Go
you got a
for
shot
it.
in that over there.
Good one.
Nope.
Did you get any skips out of that?
I need a skinny rock.
Ready? 4?
Think so.
I used to be a rock skipping champion.
That was a good one.
Let me skip that one. Ready?
What's this hose? They just pump water down?
Nose. Yeah. They were pumping it out. That's what I said. They use this water to fill up pools and stuff.
Ah.
And other stuff. So one day we did a pool, me and a friend on this side of the river. They came with the truck of water, and after they filled the pool, you got to stand in the water, knowing that it's 42 degrees.
Yeah.
I could stay in the water for maybe, I don't know, a half a minute before you get pins and needles in your feet. I was like, God damn.
Remember that hole with the Mario star next to it and all the water and the van seat inside of it? Yeah, that's on the other side of this wall. That's that hole. And then there's water right on the other side of that. It's pretty crazy. This is really good rock. It's holding in pools of water. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of porous and it's leaking out somewhere, but it's holding in that much water over there. I was asking what the hell was on the other side of that. And this is what's on the other side of it.
Cool.
Living it up.
Look at that down there. There's like levels. It goes all the way down. There's like steps. It's like roads, right? These are all roads.
What?
These are all roads?
Yeah. Yeah, there's another road down there.
So there's a road down there, and then there's one down there, and then there's one that follows that. I wonder how many roads go down.
I think it's only 3. This one, 2 doors.
I don't know if you guys can pick it up, but there's lightning bugs down here.
Shut the light off, maybe you can get them. No, he's on the left.
Got him. Yeah, he doesn't have to use his tail light when we had the lights on. That light saw is really lighting the way for that lightning bug down here.
Yep.
He didn't even need to use his
Tail lights.
tail light.
Yeah, I was right.
You see civilization.
The light at the end of the
Pretty
tunnel.
good navigator down here, I gotta say. Pretty good navigator.
So now as we approach that daylight at the end of the cave, it's becoming drastically warmer. It just went from like 65 degrees to 80 degrees. It was like a wall of heat that we just walked through. That's pretty cool. Well, it's pretty cool back there. It's pretty hot over here. I guess it was just more cost effective for them to leave this stuff down here than to take it somewhere else. I don't think there's very many uses for the old equipment afterwards. It's been underground and working so much, they probably just ran it right down to the ground. It looks like they kind of scrapped it, or somebody might have came down here and scrapped it, taken major pieces off it, because I don't think this is in its entirety right here. Still pretty cool. It looks kind of like a submarine, right? It looks kind of like a little like sub, like you go inside and just get dropped into the water. Like a spaceship, like an old spaceship, like from the 50s.
Keep in.
So that's one of the mouths of the cave right here. They're all around this whole entire hill, mountain area right here. They're all around here. So there's a bunch of entry points inside of these mines, which is really cool. So when you're walking around through the woods, you can see like, it looks like little pillars of old rocks, old stone, that's like holding up these windows. And you can just go right into the windows and down into the mine. It's really cool looking. Like, you wouldn't really know a lot of this stuff is around. It's really kind of just hidden, and a lot of people don't go to these places like this.
You gotta be a local.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to be a local or know somebody local. But yeah, like I said, these are very, very cool mines. It's a very cool, dark explore. If you're trying to get out of the heat in the summertime, these are the kind of things that you do. Go underground. Get out of the light.
It definitely was much cooler down there.
Yeah. Definitely was. It was cool in two different ways. Temperature wise and awesomeness wise.
It was fun.
Yeah. That's an old powerhouse for this mine. You can see an old wooden electric pole up there. Used to run all the power right down into the mines. Yeah, that's the old conveyor belt. Used to pump all the lime right out of this, straight up into that house over there. They'd probably fill trucks up with limestone and just drive off to whoever needed it. Maybe even the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building. Right out of the underground. You can conveyor belt to one of those machines that we were seeing down there, attached to this at one point in time, and brought all the limestone up out of the ground. That's a conveyor belt right there. Look at that. Just rotting away. Look at it. It's all just folding all the way up the line. Pretty cool looking. Look at the old wooden staircase. Completely rotting away. Reminds me of a roller coaster.
You made it.
Alright guys, so this was a really cool mine explorer. We haven't done one of these on this channel, and I like doing this stuff, she likes doing this stuff, and obviously Justin likes doing this stuff because he knows his way around these entire caves. So with his help, we were able to get through these caves. Also with the help of this Limestone quadrant light, we got through these caves. There's some really cool features on this stuff. I hope you guys saw them and heard us speak about them all in the entirety of this video. It was really cool to explore this place. Obviously this helped us out. Justin helped us out. And we're going to see you guys on the next explore. We hope you enjoyed this. Peace.